Anne Waiguru, the Kirinyaga governor, has been impeached. Who engineered that impeachment motion against Anne Waiguru? Is it the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto? Or is it Karanja Kibicho, the Principal Secretary for Interior? And what are the political objectives of sending Anne Waiguru home? Personally, I'm not surprised that the MCAs finally succeeded in sending Anne Waiguru home. I'm not surprised at all. Because by yesterday, it was clear that Anne Waiguru was going home. 24 MCAs camped at the County Assembly of Kirinyaga and spent their night there just to send her home. They feared that if they didn't spend their night together, probably some of them were either going to be bribed or going to be hijacked or going to be stopped from making their way to the County Assembly. So they succeeded. But what surprised me most was not even the impeachment. What surprised me was the fact that out of the 33 members, the 33 MCs from Kirinyaga, 23 of them voted yes to send Anne Waiguru home. And 0 voted to save Anne Waiguru. As a matter of fact, 4 members abstained from voting. So they were present, but they decided not to vote. Only watermelon. They didn't want to be seen to be this side or this side. And then there were 6 MCAs who were absent. I want to assume these 6 were the supporters of Anne Waiguru. Because Anne Waiguru actually claimed to have obtained a court order stopping that impeachment process. And if she had that order, then the first people who should have obeyed it is actually the 6. And that's why they didn't turn up. But why Anne Waiguru? Why Anne Waiguru? I maintain and I repeat that the impeachment of Anne Waiguru has nothing to do with corruption. Anne Waiguru was elected when these guys knew so well that she was facing the NYS scandal. It's purely political. Because according to the MCAs, Anne Waiguru is being impeached for 3 reasons. The first reason is gross misconduct. The second reason is abuse of office. And the third reason, according to them, is the fact that she failed to comply with the Public Procurement Act. So Anne Waiguru will now be saved or sent home by the Senate. And I want to assume if the impeachment was engineered by the Deputy President William Ruto, then Anne Waiguru is going to be saved. But if this impeachment is engineered by Karanja Kibicho, then probably Anne Waiguru might not survive. But why is Anne Waiguru being impeached? Purely political. The first reason why Anne Waiguru is being impeached, in my view, is to send a very strong message to President Uhuru Kenyatta and his allies from Central Kenya. Anne Waiguru is known, as a matter of fact, to be one of the key allies of President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So by targeting Anne Waiguru and successfully removing her without any problem, without even the people of Kirinyaga protesting, a message is being sent to the president that we are tired with you and your people. That's why I'm wondering why Anne Waiguru even allowed this impeachment to happen. Is targeting President Uhuru Kenyatta. If you look at the figures, 2/3, which is the required number, only 23 voted. So it means if Anne Waiguru and even the system were keen on saving Anne Waiguru, they just needed to get 2 people, 2 MCs, to reduce that number to 21. And by reducing it to 21, it would have meant that these guys were not going to get the 2/3, which is required to impeach a governor. So the message is clear to the president. In my view, President Uhuru Kenyatta should be now very careful. Because remember, Anne Waiguru is not the first governor to be impeached. The first governor to be impeached successfully and is home now is Kiambu Governor Ferdinand Waititu. Kiambu Governor Waititu was sent because he was fighting the president. Then there was Mike Sonko. And Mike Sonko, these guys were able to tame. In fact, when the MCs now wanted to go further and impeach Governor Sonko, the president himself convened a meeting with the MCs at State House. And they dropped that impeachment motion on Mike Sonko. Today, Mike Sonko, I'm sure, would have gone home. The governor facing the challenge is the Laikipia Governor, Honorable Moses Lennon Kulol. Again, he can't access his office. So the message is clear now that the people of Central Kenya are telling the president, tumechoka na watu wako na wewe. So that's number 1. Number 2, I think it's all about President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's succession politics in Central Kenya. Who is going to succeed President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta in Central Kenya? There are names which are being floated. And yesterday, if you checked the update by Dennis Itumbi, a man I nowadays presume to be the deputy president's spokesperson, he was alluding to the fact that Anne Waiguru is the de facto Supremo or Gema leader. By that time, Dennis Itumbi had known that the MCS were going to impeach this guy today, Anne Waiguru today. Who are the other options in Central Kenya? There is Peter Munya, the former Meru governor, currently the Minister for Agriculture. I'm sure he still has a chance of being the successor. Then there is Moses Kuria, who resigned yesterday as the vice chair of the Parliamentary Committee on Transport. Then there is Mwangi Kiunjuri, who was kicked out by President Uhuru Kenyatta and is currently, his politics, in my view, is going downwards. And then who else again? Mutahi Kagwe is also being mentioned. So Anne Waiguru was emerging as a very strong successor to the president. Because apart from being the governor, Anne Waiguru has been a cabinet minister. Anne Waiguru is also a woman. And most presidential candidates in this country, I'm sure, would be attracted to someone from Central Kenya who is a woman. And she had that advantage. In fact, someone was telling me that the game plan of President Uhuru Kenyatta was either to propel Musalia Mudavadi, but Mudavadi is not playing ball well. So propel Mudavadi, then give Mudavadi a running mate from Central Kenya. So Mudavadi would have been given someone like Anne Waiguru. So once you give Mudavadi Anne Waiguru, then you sort the issue, the women equation, you sort out the Rift Valley, I mean the Central, so that you propel Anne Waiguru not as a Central Kenya candidate, running mate, but as a woman. So Anne Waiguru was best placed. But because of the politics we know, she had to be stopped. And although Anne Waiguru is likely to be saved at the Senate, I am sure, even if that will happen, already she is tainted. She doesn't have moral authority because now everybody knows she doesn't have support in her backyard. These guys are claiming that she breached some of these three grounds. Again, it will take her time to prove otherwise, because it's not the first time. She also had the NYS issue. So I think because of this Uhuru Kenyatta's succession politics, some of these guys might have influenced these things. Remember, President Uhuru Kenyatta, through Rafael Tuju, actually tried to save Anne Waiguru, but they couldn't. Number 3, in my view, is the Building Bridges Initiative campaigns. Anne Waiguru was emerging as a strong supporter of the Building Bridges Initiative. Anne Waiguru was emerging as the face of Central Kenya in the BBI campaign. This one was making some people uncomfortable with Anne Waiguru. And because there was already a process which began a long time ago, it was easier for them to fund that. So by kicking out Anne Waiguru, already she can't claim to be the face of the BBI campaign. In fact, today people are making jokes that Anne Waiguru has now exited and Kate Waruguru, the women rep for Laikipia, who visited Baba, has taken over. People are making such kind of jokes. But BBI is also partly to blame. Number 4, I think it also has to do with Anne Waiguru versus Karanja Kibicho war in Kirinyaga. Karanja Kibicho might not have directly sponsored this, but unknowingly participated in removing Anne Waiguru. Karanja Kibicho at one point warned Anne Waiguru that is going to teach her a political lesson. Karanja Kibicho is one of the most powerful government officials in this country today. He has everything in his capacity. So it was easier for him to even mobilize the MCS, because if these MCS were uncomfortable, wanted to remove Anne Waiguru, and they realized Karanja Kibicho, who also comes from the area, is not in terms with Anne Waiguru, it was easier for them to now work together, because the enemy of your enemy all over the world becomes your friend. So even if these MCS were being pushed from another corner, like I strongly believe I'm seeing the hand of William Ruto here, even if that was the case, then Anne Waiguru started war with Karanja Kibicho to an extent of even avoiding to attending his events. Then it was easier for even these MCS to use Karanja Kibicho to hide there so that the hands of the DP is not seen. But because these guys were fighting over 15 billion project in that area, and in that project there's supposed to be a research center, it's supposed to be a university, level 5 hospital, and Anne Waiguru was just to allocate land. And as a minister, she refused because she believes strongly that Karanja Kibicho is keen on running for the governorship in 2022. So basically, what is happening in Kirinyaga could be attributed to the war between Anne Waiguru and Karanja Kibicho. And lastly, I don't want to rule out the possibility of Team Kieleweke and Team Tangatanga fight in the larger Mount Kenya region. You can't rule out that. Anne Waiguru was a key Team Kieleweke person, the first governor to actually support Kieleweke. We know her opponents, especially the women rep, is a key player in Tangatanga, funded heavily by the deputy president. So basically, I can read and I can see the hands of the deputy president here, ensuring that one of the key pillars of Team Kieleweke is kicked out as a governor. And that would send a message to any other person in that region that if you are in Team Kieleweke, you are still not very safe. So I don't want to rule out the possibility of that war. So I don't know what you think, but in my view, Anne Waiguru is likely to survive. The Senate is going to save Anne Waiguru. But I have a small advice for Anne Waiguru. Politics is not church. You are not a church minister as a governor. As a governor, you are first a politician. There are things you stop. There are things you stop. I'm still unable to understand how an MCA can easily engineer an impeachment motion against a governor without a fight. I'm still unable to understand that. Unless they were being supported by the system. What stopped Anne Waiguru from getting 2 governors, I mean 2 MCs or 3 MCs from that other camp? What stopped Anne Waiguru from abducting an MCA and releasing them, 5 of them? You abduct them, take them to Nairobi. Release them after 5. What stopped her from doing that? This is politics. It happens here. I know a friend of mine who was a former mayor was telling me how he took MCS to an hotel in Kisumu here and locked them up. Munapewa tu chakula hapo na munakula. Mukitoka hapo direct mna vote. No any other question. Simu zote zimeenda. And again, it's easy as a governor for Anne Waiguru to actually play these MCS. These MCS, the only thing they want is money. As a governor, Anne Waiguru can easily give these MCS money. I'm not talking of bribing them. If they want money, give them money. Let them manage the money. All of them will steal. Once they steal, you capture them. That's what smart governors are doing all over the country. Some of them are stealing. They are stealing. They're abusing their office, gross misconduct. But the MCs can't do anything, because in politics, you must use a strategy. You must bait people. So if these guys want ward fund, give them ward fund. Wacha wajikarange unayo uko ndani. Thank you guys, and please, if you are bumping on this video for the first time, take a second or 2, hit the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, you'll get notified. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.